Hello everybody, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. Yes, today we'll probably, I'm waiting for Dark to come on. Probably go and get his minions if he hasn't already done it. We shall see. Meanwhile, not this. While we're waiting, I suppose we could do some crafting bits. Get those done. What's that? In there. Do that one. Work. Right, down to do the food. That one done. Should be all 6 done, I think. Nice and quick nowadays, that. Doesn't take any time at all. All done.
Let's go.
Should have got some boxes of and stuff, so check that out. Nice. Ooh, new recipes. As well.
Hear ye, card sharps and collectors! Test your wits and courage in a brand new card game, Tales
It's done. I'll check if we've got anything to break down with the rings. Oh, yes. Those 3.
That's not right.
Oh, we're so close. Oh, we're at 50 joule. Are we? What? 50?
Not the effect I was looking for.
Oh yeah, must have got it last time I was messing about. That's good news. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Do that on there. Right, still got to make the decision on where to go next. We've just done elsewhere in Dragonhold. I'll come back to all these before it, I think, some other time. I want to get some of the more recent stuff done. So I think we'll probably do Greymoor next. And work our way up. See if Darlow. This stuff.
Speak with.
You know, 1,000. We got 26. Yeah, leave it. For the time being. Right, while I'm waiting for Ram to quest.
On the move.
Saves me standing around doing nothing. Where solitude is.
Be nice to get off my feet.
DLC. Done. Oh my. Two dogs.
There's no time. Information. The Ice Reach Coven. at work in the West. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming! Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
You there! What did that fugitive tell you?
Okay.
Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you? Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
He died before he could say anything. Don't trust you.
Lucky for you. If he had told you any seditious lies and you decided to keep them from us, you'd have been in real trouble.
Yeah, I heard you.
Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators or strangers. And mark my words, you'd rather not get on the wrong side of the High King's guard.
Oh, I don't
Go
like
on.
him.
Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
I want to kill that man.
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you!
Calm
I
down.
mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker!
Not here to hurt you.
I don't know any Brondold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours.
Okay, Brondol's dead.
Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again. He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice.
Did you see anything?
The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager.
Okay, no.
Be nice to get off my feet.
There's one near me. One here. Spoken to Larry for a long time. Wow, long time no see, big lady.
Yoren didn't mention he was sending you to Solitude. Not that I'm sorry to have you along. An extra blade is always welcome. As soon as Brondold shows up, we can get things started.
He isn't, he's dead.
He's what? Oh, damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly. We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Lyris is so intimidating.
Lyris Titanborn.
How can you stay so calm around someone
Your
so
reputation is known
powerful?
even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be? The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out. Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King. Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svargrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and Yoren runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris will need to bring me proof he cannot ignore. Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pack to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat. I will look into this. Vigilance cannot be allowed to become a bludgeon.
Okay. Enough information?
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondold? Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brondold was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over. Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brondold thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this?
Hello.
Brondold mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us. Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Porkface?
Rude.
Don't know any Brondold. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak. Dead? That's a new one. Nothing Kassala usually moves through port is worth killing over. You didn't hear it from me, but she's the one picking up those shipments. Her warehouse is down on the docks. You want to know more? Go ask her.
We shall do that. No. We shall stick with the main quest.
Hear ye, card sharps and collectors! Test your wits and courage in a brand new card game, Tales of Tribute.
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana?
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you? Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend? Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though. His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe? I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Let's talk outside, partner. So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first. We know where to find her and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
Okay.
Good quality there.
Kyne's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
That's Casella's warehouse. Only one sentry. Let's try not to cause a scene.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn? Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too? Until Casala returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead.
You would.
Alas, Casala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed? Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
Good job with the sentry. You got rid of him and I didn't have to bash him or anything. See if you can pick the... See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
I knew whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after? A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. E.S.O. Give me that! Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it? No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see a same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurance. They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this. The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll. I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed.
Okay then.
Brondald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose? Without a doubt, the Coven's attack on Yoren involved a ritual. Why hire locals, though? Seems like an unnecessary risk. And how does the Breton figure in? No reason not to. Head there while I circle around from the other direction in case they're already on the move. Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
He's gonna get more than an autograph. I'll see him again.
Where are we going now? Not seeing. Well, we need way shrines anyway, so we need to show them. Oh. Kill me, don't. Right, like it's getting wish rise time then. Funnily enough, there it is. I just didn't see it.
I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
Let's do this together!
Wasn't very welcoming, was it?
Oh, lucky. Stendar must be watching.
What? Range? What do you mean? It's not out of range, it's right there.
Over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge? Kilcreath? The temple to Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult? Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means, but don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
Shrine.
Stop! A disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple. Don't be alarmed. I mean you no harm. But there are Harrow fiends swarming around Kilcreath Temple who do. Head back to safety before they find you. I'm sorry, but you're too late. An unnatural storm struck the temple, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Harrow fiends. Harrow fiends are feral vampires, a byproduct of the unnatural Harrow storm. As for me, I am Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. I came here on the trail of remains stolen from a mass grave in Bankurai. They were shipped to Solitude in ancient urns.
You're from Ravenwatch, you should know who I am.
Yes, I've run into the Coven as well. The urns and the stolen remains play a part in a ritual to summon the storms. If you're willing, I could use your assistance. I need to finish my investigation of the site to see what else I can learn. I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess.
Okay.
Look! A priest of Meridia! Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
Shining steel!
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful. it's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting.
We're in this together!
Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedric, if I'm not mistaken.
Ready to ride.
I heard Tenmar Walk was full of Daedra. You're no milk drinker, that's for sure.
Oh, he's here.
These
He was running
depleted
after me.
witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Harrow Storm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them. I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue. It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual. One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple. Strange. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items. This... Did you find anything of interest in the crate? I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart. Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights.
Here we go. Stendarr was with us in that fight.
My word, what's going on here then?
These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them. I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms them into harrow fiends, or leaves them mindless. I suppose I'd say it harrowed those poor pilgrims. I want to learn more about the ritual, and how it produces the Harrow storms. And I need to confirm my theories about the storm's effects. I'll start by examining the residue from the witch pike to identify the components used to power the ritual. My alchemical equipment. It's extremely fragile, so I left it in my pack. I hid it among a copse of trees once I saw all the vampires and Hierophants. Once I
Really? Really?
That's close enough, Leech.
Wait! I'm not part of the coven!
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you. House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a coven witch. If we hurry, we might be on the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen. Come on, if we're lucky, the witch is...
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
Not even Harold. It seems the
Oh,
ritual
there she
needs
is.
refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
Willing sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice! I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
I hoped you could take her prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. They didn't just shatter. They exploded. I can sense traces of magicka clinging to the shards that matched the energy used in the storm ritual. These other fragments, though. All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the Harrow storms. But I'm not sure what was inside the larger vessels. Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Just another piece of the puzzle. Maybe when I analyze the witch pike residue, an answer will suggest itself. Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. The temptation. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work undisturbed. I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnir's a dying breed among the Nords, a practitioner of the old magic. The locals both admire and fear her. If anyone can help me untangle the Coven's ritual, it's her.
Okay. Chris.
So, what did your vampire friend discover? Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondel, but it's yours now. Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Svargrim. The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. Even with the Queen's help, there's no guarantee. I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild. If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude.
Okay. Oh. We do need to discuss
If there's anything
it.
else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now. Hey, you and Fenorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. This connection to vampires, though, that's troubling. We should keep Fen away until we get into Svargrim's good graces.
I'm a vampire too.
No, I need you, and you've already been seen working with me. What I don't want to do is risk bringing an unknown factor into the equation. Especially not an unknown vampire when vampires are clearly working with the Ice Reach Coven. A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from Western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone can help Fen figure out the Coven's ritual, though, it would be her. Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings to the Queen. Clever men and women are Nords with an aptitude for magic, though most use the term to refer to practitioners of the old ways. They're rare. Not the usual adepts found at the Mages Guild. Distrust of magic runs deep in Skyrim, especially out here. Could be that the elves our ancestors fought soured our taste for magic. Or maybe there weren't enough skalds singing about wizards going to Sovngarde. Might be that Nords just prefer their natural talents. Either way, magic isn't popular here.
Okay. Have a blister or something yet. Blister, that Skills Wars 2, isn't it? Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's gonna hurt. I don't know why that didn't damage me.
Trey, to think I'd see this one day.
Together!
These bushes are getting a bit annoying. Yeah, meat. Yeah, castle. These are all. He will crucify 2.2 million hit points. Okay.
Be nice to get off my feet.
Shall I try? I'm so tempted. Isabel will die, I know that. Try it. What's the worst that can happen?
Let's do this together!
Not making a dent in this.
I'm hurt. Bad. I need aid.
Oh, well. Was not expecting to complete that. Oh, we've got a waypoint behind us. I'll grab that. No, not doing that on my own. No, 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 no. Whoops. We need to go back to... There's very many people hanging around Solitude in that area.
Hear ye, card sharps and collectors. Test your wits and courage in a brand new card game, Tales of Tribute.
young blood?
Seeking a reliable research assistant with little to no...
Help! Assassins in the palace! Help!
That's one of the Queen's attendants. Let's get inside.
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother! No! No!
Svanna, your father, the kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No!
Oh, that's not good.
Die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to Glund?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead.
If you had listened to us...
Like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
Gods, what a
All's
disaster.
not what it seems there, I don't
Queen's
think.
been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right. Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Icereach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is. Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily. Maybe even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right. Svanna's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew my mother. Sorry, don't mind me. Did you find anything that might lead us to the assassin? We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Icereach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in? Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on, the Sword Thane led the king upstairs. We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
Your Highness, please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? I am not so easy. Reach witches. They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here. You dishonor my wife.
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have
My
saved
mother.
you if I could.
She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother? Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her?
And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other hall?
My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned. Please, find...
I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone else... He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before... My father? Listen to me? When horkers fly, maybe. But probably... I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. You have my word on that. No. My mother... The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me. Just in time to see her...
Okay. Goodbye.
Come on, Princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me Princess. Just Svan. There's...
Oh, dark. Alright, mate. No worries. I'll see you on Thursday then. Hopefully. I've got your rings.
My wife, she is like ice. So cold, so pale. All the warmth sucked out of her. There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way. Except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He dragged her along like a bone between a dog's teeth. Then he tossed her aside, pale as snow. He was fast, so fast, ran toward the Hall of the Dead. He never even looked back at what he had done.
Oh, you got the companion. All right, okay, good. Okay. Yeah, according to my sheet, you're level 13, I think. Social. Friends. Or is that a different one? Dark Side? Level 13? Yeah, so I'll probably make you some more equipment at level 20 or something. That seems like a good idea.
Will you pray with me for these poor souls, cut down and bound for the Hall of the Dead much too soon? It was a monster, a vampire. I have seen such creatures before, but this one wore an eye patch. It moved like a shadow and took sustenance from these poor souls. I called upon Arkay's grace, and the vampire fled before his sacred presence.
Which companion did you get? Was it
the guard finished off the depraved creature before it took another innocent life?
Ember or Isabel? Couldn't think of a name.
Hear ye, card sharps and collectors! Test your wits and courage in a brand new card game, Tales of Tribute!
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your nose where it doesn't belong? A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was tore out Senolia's throat and fled through the gate before I could stop him. What do you know about all this? And why is it any of your business?
Back in a sec. You know what? When you clean here. Got them there, yeah. Sorry, I just heard the window cleaner outside. We have to open the garage to let him through so we can do the back windows.
The Queen's dead? What about the High King? He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away. You think... Would the High King really... But I'm a loyal subject. No more talk. I need to get Sonoria off the street.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have heeded us from the start. Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him? Forget that for now. Tell me about the assassin. Did anyone get a good look at the murderer? That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily. We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Anything else to report? Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires, and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Right, to research the ritual. Go find them and see what you can learn. I'll stay with Svanna. Bring her up to speed on everything we've uncovered. We're going to need her to get the High King to trust us. And I'm calling him Fen. It's simpler.
Okay. Point near there.
That could be helpful.
Looks like we're swimming.
Side by side, let's work together.
Oh, it's alright, no worries, Dark. Don't worry about it, mate.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
I've got plenty to do on this game. I've got loads to do. I've probably got a full lifetime's worth of stuff to do on it.
Welcome to the middle of nowhere, my friend. You must be freezing. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me how your audience with the High King went. A bold move, even for them. Old Njolin and I have been comparing notes, and we've made some progress studying the Harrowstorm ritual. What happened to your large friend with the axe, by the way? We knew that vampires were working with the Coven. And old Mjolnir and I can say with certainty that the feral Harrow Fiends are byproducts of Harrow Storms. You think the assassin was one of the vampires in league with the Coven? An eye patch? That's uncommon. And this insignia, I've seen it before. It's the same as the symbol that decorates the urns smuggled out of Bankarai. If it belongs to a vampire bloodline, I'm not familiar with it. I suggest you ask Mjolnir.
Local wisdom dictates that only the very brave or the very foolish seek the counsel of vampires and old crones. Which are you, I wonder? Well, out with it. What can old Mjolnir do for you? A grim talisman. It bears an enchantment of some kind, though the symbol upon it holds no significance that I'm aware of. I can help find the owner of this medallion, but I need some specific items to cast such a divination. Bring me the bones of a wolf and a deathbell plant pulled up by its roots. I need the plant alive. The wolf, not so much. With those reagents, I can conjure a divination that will lead you directly to the last person to wear this medallion. Deathbell wolf and ice.
Take the mic back on.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
Right. Great death bell.
Ready to ride.
Another find for your pack.
Welcome back. Warm yourself by the fire. And good.
Oh, there's somebody doing it.
Mother Wolf,
Okay, we'll talk to her
me.
after then.
We seek your blessing in our hunt. Lead us.
This relic. We'll see it done.
It has begun. Continue the offerings.
I'm wounded. Skandor.
Step forward and
Oh
join
God,
your
this is hard.
comrades in this world. The reliquary is prepared. The exchange nears completion. Another fruitful harvest. Initiate the exchange. More souls! More! Enjoy your freedom from oblivion.
Wow.
A call.
This is rough.
This reliquary is nearly filled. To battle. The exchange is complete. Our harvest begins. The exchange nears completion. fool and join your camp. The reliquary is prepared.
That's not happening. Not happening at all, I don't think. These are rough.
The storm has not stripped you of your soul. Will coax it from you yet. The exchange is complete.
I'm with you, my friend.
Initiate the exchange. This reliquary is nearly filled. This reliquary is filled. It has begun. Is that what you call triumph? Broken branches and snapped twigs. A bountiful harvest. Another fruitful harvest. They answer the call. Continue the offerings.
You've met your match. And that's the end of that tale.
Enjoy your freedom from oblivion.
Oh, this is manic.
As long as one pipe remains, the ritual will continue. Our harvest begins. A bountiful harvest.
Side by surprising me. Well fought.
Man, that's rough.
Arrow Storm, you stop. We will summon a dozen more.
Chain of the Vampire is now available to scry. Yes.
Mother Wolf smiles upon you. She has seen fit to join your pack and aid you in your hunt. Mother Wolf has the scent and will lead you to your quarry. I have enchanted the medallion with a divination spell inextricably linked to its owner. Hold it to your nose and breathe deeply. It will guide you along his trail. Mother Wolf will guide you along the way, but you must still complete the hunt and find him. If the assassin eludes you, use the medallion to recover his trail. The wolf is relentless in her pursuit. The question is, will you be like the wolf?
A camp? And look! The magic points to the west. What an interesting use of primitive magic. That was clearly your vampire assassin. He even wore an eye patch. It looked like he was at a small camp. And you saw that ball of magic, huh? It went to the west. That must be where you'll find the camp. Didn't I tell you? The clever woman's magic can be quite exciting. Not my usual process of investigation, but effective just the same. I'll leave old Mjolnir to continue our research and follow after you. I want to see how the divination plays out.
I remember. It's picked up. Chain of the Vampire. Blackwood. Okay.
You must have been desperate to feed. The assassin drained her of blood. Is it wrong to find these visions so intriguing? This one showed your assassin again, eye patch and all, by a cave near a waterfall. And the ball of magicka drifted toward the west again. I suggest we go that way as quickly as possible. There's nothing...
Thanks for bringing me along. Think of the stories we can tell.
Oh, you said delve, is it? Yeah, we'll do that. Onto the castle there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I shall see you all soon. This is Olgrey, signing.